That's a 1973 King Air C90 that's for sale, 999 Echo Sierra. And this is a CJ that I just bought, which is why I need to sell this one. I just finished my type rating and actually going to do my first flight in that CJ. So 1973, been completely restored. I've owned or flown it for the last 11 years myself, with my family in it and for business. It's got the PT6-135 engines on it and full raised-back, meaning the swept props, which you can see are longer and a lot more powerful than the stock props. I mean, I think that's probably one of the best features. The PT6-135 engines and the brand new props, just one of the best features of this plane. It's so much faster than stock C90s. It climbs faster. It's got better single engine performance. Just the thing is just a beast in the air, even fully loaded with full fuel and full passengers. We also did the American Aviation Speed Cowl modification, which is, of course, the same cowl that comes on all the new King Airs. Makes it look really, really modern, and it flies a lot faster. It climbs a lot faster. Just gets much, much better performance. The plane was painted in 2017. A beautiful paint job by Jim Miller. That's a real light blue. It sparkles in the sun. It's just, absolutely gorgeous, and very modern. A lot of the new King Airs come out with this exact paint scheme out of Textron. Brand new boots in 2017. All the boots were replaced, which is great. There's not a scratch on them. I even had the pitot cowls, or the pitot tubes re-chromed, which make look really nice. Sometimes on older King Airs, you can see those things are the original stock chrome, and they look terrible. But anyway, the outside of the plane looks really nice. It has wing lockers, which is part of the full raised back. These things are incredible for flying. You can put 300 pounds in each one of them, which is almost impossible unless you put a weight set back here. But they're huge. You can put in an entire set of golf clubs. You can put skis in here. It's really, really nice. You can see the paint job is just gorgeous. I've cleaned it myself and maintained it really well. It's got the aft body strakes on it, which makes it much, much more rudder stable when it flies. So it's real steady, especially for passengers in the back. I think it also looks really cool too from the back. It also gives it the 10.5 gross weight increase. So I mean, you can really load this plane up. Give you a tour of the inside. I did the interior right when I bought it in 2008, and it really hasn't been flown that much. Never been 135 flown, so the interior is still in good shape. It's very clean. All the lights are off in here, so it's a little bit hard to see. But it has a slightly modified seat here. I had the old large seat taken out, slightly smaller seat, but it allows that seat to recline. It's nice. It's got a big area for bags. You can put 350 pounds back here. That's the potty seat. It is belted. The seat belt's back inside of it. And we do use that from time to time, especially with kids in the plane. But very often, this hold back here has quite a bit of bags in it. It's got 4 really comfortable club seats. I had all the seats redone in 2008, so they're really comfortable. The cockpit is my favorite part of this old King Air. It's got the Garmin G600 primary flight display. It's got auto feather, which is real important in these older models. It didn't have that. Ended up being an STC that we put on. And then it's got dual Garmin 650s, or dual Garmin 750s, excuse me. It's WAAS certified, it's ADS-B certified. It has the flight stream in it, which automatically syncs up with your iPad. It's just really, really handy. My very, very favorite thing about the interior of the plane is that autopilot. And make no mistake, this is a heavy plane, but it kind of was a tweener back in the 70s and 80s and even 90s between light plane autopilots that were put in this. This one originally had a Sperry autopilot in it. It was just terribly underpowered. We put an S-Tech 65 in it, which was even worse. And this is the first digital autopilot, this IntelliFlight 2100, that can really control, is powerful enough to control a 10,000 pound plane. And I mean, it just locks in on ILSs, flies it down to minimums. It's got a radar altimeter on it, which makes it very, very safe. And it's just an awesome autopilot, but that 600, 750 integration with the IntelliFlight, it's just solid. You know, it's just solid. I had all the detail in the cabin or in the cockpit redone, every one of these panels sent out and repainted, and you can just see how nice and modern everything looks in the panel. So anyway, from back here, it's, you know, it's really sharp looking. It looks like a new King Air. So here's a quick view from the back. You can see the cabin is big and roomy. Plenty of room back here for 4 people to fly very comfortably, 2 up front. And from time to time, you know, you can easily put a kid or somebody back here, or even have somebody fly on the potty. Lastly, it is possible, it's probably the only King Air and the only cabin class turboprop that you can load up full fuel. I mean, this plane you can put 7, I just did it, 7 passengers in it, full bags. Wing lockers had 100 pounds in each, and I was still only at 10,300 pounds. I was still 200 pounds under gross weight. Took off from Fredericksburg, Texas, flew 1,000 statute miles to Columbus in 3 hours and 40 minutes, you know, with 400 pounds of bags, 7 passengers, and full fuel. I mean, very, very few planes could you do that. Okay, hope this helps. Thanks.